I don't usually do politics on the show, but this is Tuesday, and a very big race has just been called. And believe it or not, this is a race, weirdly, that intersects with true crime. So it's the special election in New York for the congressional seat that was briefly held by George Santos, who you know, even if you don't follow politics. If you watch SNL, you know. That was the Republican who was expelled months ago, or months after being indicted. There's the intersection with true crime. The voters in Queens, parts of Long Island, had to brave a massive snowstorm today just to get to the polls, and our decision desk has just called the winner. It is the Democrat, actually, Tom Suozzi, three-term veteran of that very seat. This represents a key pickup for the Dems. This is a tough loss for Republicans, who were eager to keep their razor-thin House majority from getting any thinner. Santos became, of course, a punchline for his outlandish lies, some of which formed the basis of almost 24 felony counts of fraud and theft and money laundering. He was also a guest on Dan Abrams Live just this hour. Take a look.
Do you think your scandal hurt the Republican Party in the special election?
Absolutely not. Last year in 2023, we had local elections. Every single Republican incumbent in NY-3 was reelected, and we flipped 2 seats locally from blue to red that historically had been blue. So George Santos does not affect the bottom line of anyone in NY-3, and I think that's been proven last election, and I think it'll be proven tonight.
Oh, well, no matter what about tonight, Santos is due to stand trial in September, which makes him, again, part of this show. His old seat is going to be up for grabs again in the November election, so this is just a little holdover space. My colleague, Leland Vitter, joins me now with more. Leland, one of the things I couldn't believe that Santos said on Dan's show was that he'd actually kind of be happy if a Dem got it, just to kind of stick it to the Republicans who tossed him out. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. You just take it away.
Well, he got his wish, right? And I think you were right to point out that the weather played an enormous role of this, because the Democrats have done an amazing job of getting people to the polls for the early voting and doing the absentee ballots. And Republicans had hoped to make it up on Election Day, and then the snowstorm hit, and things ended here pretty early. Tom Suozzi now winning. In a larger sense, Ashley, I think you're right to bring up that George Santos sort of makes everything larger than life, and his lies and his embellishments, and sort of the game of the psychological warfare he played and occupied in everybody's mind, both in Washington and then in the media for a long time, plays into this. In the end, this came down to another issue, which was crime. Immigration, which has become an enormous issue in New York City, as you know, and in larger New York, in the New York metropolitan area. That played a huge role in this election. And the crime committed by the illegal immigrants who had come in, particularly the beating of the NYPD cops a couple of weeks ago, played a large role in this race. It was not enough for the Republican to overcome what was a pretty significant Democratic machine. Huge amounts of money, $20 million of outside money spent just on this race. They were hiring snowplows today to bring voters to the polls.
A lot of Dems don't like the crime in New York either, so there's a bit of a sea change there for, I'm sure, many of them. But I just love the fact that he said, I'm not done yet, still wants to be in politics, he said. So how about you and I make a date for the crime story that we're going to cover with George Santos when he has to stand trial in September, and then we'll talk again with whatever his next step is going to be. How does that sound, Leland?
Pop the popcorn.
All right, thanks, Leland. By the way, I should mention that crime is technically down 4% in New York, but you can always cherry pick those numbers as to whether it's murder or whether it's, people getting dragged by those motor scooters or being, shot at in Times Square. Things are looking pretty ugly on the headlines alone. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.